basically I had two emotions before I went through this kind of life altering experience. I was either happy or I was angry. I was never sad. I was never forlorn or any other of the range of human emotions. I had two modes. And now, I might be, a lot more sad than I ever had been in the years prior, but, at least I know how to feel sadness. I know how to feel longing. I know how to feel, if I feel sad, it's not somebody else's fault. I don't have to get angry at somebody because I'm sad. That's not to say that I'm sad all the time. I'm not. But, it's a new life experience to be able to experience.
Do you know where that happy, angry, how you became that way? Is it?
Yeah, I think a lot of it stems from my childhood, from my upbringing. That I'm not going to get into the whole dynamics now, but things that I wasn't even aware of. That when you grow up with something, by definition, that is your normal, right?
Sure.
Whatever you experienced in your upbringing, that's normal. And then you get older and you realize, and I'm sure just about everybody realizes this, because what is normal, and what do we, what human being as a parent is capable of delivering a perfectly balanced childhood to their children.
Right. We all mess up one way or the other, right?
Right.
So,
I'm just trying to mess up different from my parents.
Right.
Well said here. Yeah.
And how did you find those new emotions? Did you get help?
I did get help, and I made certain decisions about my own. When we first started dating, my ex-wife told me that one thing that she really liked about me was that I was emotionally intelligent, which isn't a term that I was even familiar with at the time.
But you had it.
But apparently I had it.
And have it.
I could be deliberate and thoughtful about what I was experiencing and how other people were feeling. So it kind of built on that, but turned it inwards.
Right, I was about to say that's an outward thing, so you were able to turn it inward.
Yeah, and start really examine how I was feeling and what I was experiencing, and almost more importantly, what I was going to do as a result. So I started going to therapy. I found a great therapist who's been a huge help in helping me wrap my head around things and to understand myself better. But a lot of it also, first I need to decide that I want to go to therapy, which is a big first step. I had never gone to therapy before. And certain decisions that I don't want things to turn out the way they will turn out if I don't change something right now. So for example, when the marriage fell apart, and I'd really been fighting to try to keep our family together, the first instinct was to be really pissed at the woman who was leaving me and breaking up my home. But I realized I didn't want that kind of relationship with her. I didn't want to put my kids through that. I didn't want to make the situation worse. Right. And I didn't want to carry that anger with me all the time. And I told myself, I need to make a change in my character and in my perspective and the way that I conduct myself. And this will be the hardest part, but the most important. The challenge immediately in front of me is not to be angry at my ex-wife. And man, that was hard. It's the first person you want to be angry at.